Hello and welcome to this live stream. The mic was muted for this last few moments, so I will go again. Hello, welcome. Thank you to Callie and to his channel, the Colorado Forest Beings. Thank you to Callie's family for supporting Callie in these endeavors so that he can bring these amazing images to us and so that I can look at them with you. I want to just say that I want to thank you for coming in, like also to just offer you a little bit of peace and love to you, and to say that I'm another version of you, that I see you as another version of myself in lak'ech. And just going to sing a quick song of blessing. Love, love, bless, bless, this body is blessed and holy. Thank you, gratitude for being part of my life. I think you're beautiful. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so which side do you want to look at first? Well, I guess we're here, so let's take a look at this real quick. And I just like to do the yellow line around the outline of the face here because very interesting to see what these outlines are. And it helps to draw out the details because we can zoom in. Look at that. This is the outline of this face right here. Right there it is. It's kind of tough to tell with the rock behind it, but this is the line right here. Oops. See, it comes down right here. Now I'm just using something called Krita. It's a free program. You can download this. You can screenshot this image. You can do exactly what I'm doing. You can play along from home. There's got to be somebody out there who wants to do that. Take a good look here to the right of the yellow line as I'm drawing this. Do you see another face there? Do you guys see any other faces here as I'm drawing this? Are there any other patterns or shapes in the rock of the face on a smaller scale? Oh, interesting. Does this rock right here where it's... Okay, I'm going to draw a line here. Does this look to be like it's had the carving, relief carving style of rock? Like, has rock been removed right here, is what I'm saying. To the left or to the right of this line, has there been any rock removed to make this shape here? It's called a relief carving. Kailasa Temple in India is probably the best example of relief carving. But look here, I'm going to just point out right here, there's a whole bunch of like lines in this rock. I'm going to remove this and look. We'll zoom in a little bit. It kind of gets blurry though. But to me, this looks like right here, this has been scooped out. Now there's a very interesting piece of evidence here, right here. This little thing right here is like a protuberance that we would see. I've seen this on other features in Montana, and I'm pretty sure that's what this is right here. very likely there was additional buildup here of other things on this chin of this face, is what I thought was happening in Montana and what I would think is happening here. All right, now let's look up here at his eyebrow. Look right here. Do you see this line right here? Right here, there's a line. This line right here. It's already there. This line is already there. All right, let's take a look at his eye here. This is the eye. So now we can see the eyebrow and that line was in the rock already. Here, we'll just take a quick zoom in over here on this side, just a little more on the eye brow. Excuse me. I just want to point out here on his eyebrow that there's a bunch of straight lines coming out of the eyebrow. Right there. Do you guys see that? There's one there. There's one there. Okay, that one wasn't very good. Okay, so giving his eyebrow some texture, probably. I've been seeing in these features around the area here that Callie's been taking photos of and that I've seen in Montana, and a lot of times the eye is over-exaggerated. And that we see a lot of the eye symbology around the area. Now I want to zoom in here on his eyeball. What do we see here? I'm just going to back it out again. Let's take a look at his eyebrow a little more over here. Like right there, look at this. Here's another line, another line, another line, another line. There's a bunch of lines here. They're already there. All right. Okay, so let's just point out that this eye right here is not very well to see right now. Like, I'm having a hard time with it. Like the eyeball. But let's take a look at his nose for a sec. Let's take a look at his nose and just take a break on the eye for a moment. I'm going to think about that eye. Look at this nose right here. You guys see this line right here? Right there. Oops. Right there. Pretty sure. Now, right here, there's a line up here for this. Hold on. We got some character right here and right here. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to color that in. It's pretty interesting. All right, let's take a look at this mouth area. I'm using a very simple art pad. It's like the cheapest one you can buy from Wacom. WACOM. This is a very inexpensive. It's like $50 retail. These things are not expensive. The program I'm using is completely a free program called Krita. Look at his ear. Oh my God, his ear is right there. It was painted. But I can see the outline of the ear. Can you guys see the outline of the ear? And gals. This is it right here, isn't it? Look at this. There's like a cat right here or something. Hold on. Do you see it? There's another face in the rock. It's part of his ear. Look at this. Maybe a raccoon or a fox. Could be a little bear face. So from miles away, you see this face on the top of the hill. You would not see this little bear face. It would just be like, oh, it's part of this guy's, it's just the guy's ear. But as you got closer to the feature, you would see. Look at that. What is this right here? Oh, man. There's definitely something right here. These could be two eyes. But his ear has a critter, and maybe the critter has two separate faces on each end of it. So there's a face on this end and there's a face on the other end. Now, I maintain that these rocks were painted in the past and that they have just fallen out of disrepair. And I would say in the past, there was probably a family would have charge of maintaining these. every year they'd come out and put new paint, or maybe every 10 years, and they'd tell the stories of whatever ancestor this was. It's probably an annual thing. I just want to point out here that this rock looks like it was pecked, or in the same way they would shape like an arrowhead, is that we have all of these little divots coming out of it right here. There's like all these little divots where somebody removed the rock and did the relief carving right here, right here. This is not just natural erosion. This is how it would look if you chipped away at the rock to make it look in this shape. That's how I interpret that right there. Now, let's take again a look at this eye. Now, we've already seen some very interesting shapes, right? So let's take a look at this line right here. Right here, there's kind of a triangular shape. And I would say it even goes up here. And even like this almost. I'm also seeing right here, there's that same V shape, right? Like, it's tough to tell. Like I have postulated it or guessed in the past that there were jewels or agates attached here in the past that would be the eye, if you will. And then they would use quartz crystal for the outer portion of the eye. And this would all be filled in with quartz crystal. All of this quartz crystal, all through here. It would just, in the same way they would do their mud brick buildings. And they had a binding material of some sort that would, make all those things work. Now, part of them doing what I think is going on here is they're marking their territory right here. They could see the Europeans coming in from the coast, and all their friends on the East Coast and West Coast are getting killed. And they're like, "This is our land." That eye looks terrible. This mouth kind of looks bad too. They would fill this in. Again, it would be painted. All right, so what was this guy's hair color? Since I'm not getting the eye right now. Okay, so I'm going to note right here that there's another line. Like right here. I'm going to call that's the top of the eyebrow. You guys seeing that line right there? I didn't really see it before, so now I'm seeing it. 100%. That's a line right there. It's a little jaggedy, but I'm going to have to come up some color for his eyebrow. What color do you guys think his eyebrow should be? So if that's the eyebrow, then this eye down here is in totally the wrong spot, right? Like the eye is going to be more... Not sure that eye's in the right spot there. But that eyebrow definitely looked very clear. So what else do we see here? If we say that this whole face was shaped and painted and that they made a little critter over here and painted that in, okay, if we all agree that that's real, then did they paint other things on this face up close? Like you get up close, again, from 5 miles away, you would just see the face. You're coming from like somewhere and you'd be like, oh my God, look at that. That's amazing. And then you get closer and you realize, oh, there's another face. In fact, oh, look at that. There is a second face on this existing face. Okay, now I'm tripping. So, let's come up here. What color do I have here? Look right here. It's a starfish. It's definitely something. This is much darker than the material around here. This has got to be the remnant of some painting. This could be covered with lichen here where it's green, though. I'm going to just say that could be just lichen right there. But this thing, the starfish, that looked pretty legit. Okay, so let me just blow some minds right now. Like, okay, I'm going to draw this line right here, and I'm going to draw a line right here, and we're going to put the blue right here, and right here, all in here. And we'll put white out here just to see what this looks like. We're just having a play, right? We're just having a play right now. Just having a play. Let's see, what does this look like now when we back this out? Okay, you're coming up on it from 5 miles away. Depending on which direction you're looking at this face, you're going to see a different face. Because here on the right here is a nose. I'm gonna draw in a nose right here. This is exciting. I'm getting excited. This nose right here could have been painted in the past, and there could be like some the nose could have been like a critter in and of itself here. I'm just gonna say there could have been another face here that made the nose. When you got close, you would see the face of this little face here. But let's look here again. The shape. There's almost another eye right here. Look at this. Again, I'm just saying if we all agree that this entire thing was shaped and painted in the past. So the ear of this guy that's over this mouth makes up the mouth of the other guy, and from this angle it would just look like he has a mustache or something and he's smiling, but then you get up close and you're like, oh, it's also this guy's ear, and it's also a fox and a snake. How fucking crazy is that? Yeah. So let me draw this back in. Again, we can look here. This looks like it was shaped in the past. Relief carving. So there's two chins. That is so cool. Oops. I bet you didn't see that one coming. Now, is there some other depictions here? You can almost say right here. Here's two eyes. Here's a nose and a mouth right here, and here's the face line of the being. It's right there. There's definitely somebody here. You could also say there's maybe somebody here. Look at this face right here. There's a nose and a mouth there. There's also another face right here. Look at this right here. There's two eyes and a nose and a mouth. So probably this entire rock was covered with paintings that were very detailed when you got up close. But from a distance, all you would see is this. That's pretty crazy. This big eye looks a little out of proportion. But if you were, say, approaching from the way left side of this, or if you were miles and miles away, it does seem like that eye's a little big. Let's see if we can do something with the big eye. Make it a little less obnoxious here. Man, that is so crazy. Let's come back in on this nose here. Oops, I got blue. There is definitely a line here of that nose. And then there's some other little lines here. I wouldn't be surprised if there were some other paintings and small depictions here on this nose, but I can't really make them out right now. There might actually be a face here. Look at these eyes right here. Right here. Oh, there might be two people here. Could be a female. How about these eyes right here? What is this critter? What in the heck is that? Alright, these lines are already here. I did see a face when I started this. Okay. There's actually two faces, maybe, if I really go crazy on it. We need some really good high-res close-up images of this, and then I would be happy with it. But right now, I'm not really seeing it. He's got some image on his forehead. Let me finish the mouth. The mouth is possibly missing here. Yeah, that's interesting. Possibly got somebody else over here. On in the lines. I'm really not that good of an artist. But it does appear that there are faces on that nose. Man, you could really go crazy if you're me. All right, what do you think? What do you think? What's in his hair? Gosh, it's tough to say. It could be intricately painted and now worn away with time, like we've seen on other parts of this face. Like we saw in the eyebrows. The eyebrows were clearly delineated and painted in the past, so we would probably expect to see something here. And I did see something on the forehead in the other image. Okay, look at this. It is clearly a different color. Down here, look at that. Look, right here versus right here. Two different colors of rock. So it's like the eyes and the nose, and is a lighter color. There. Oh, what is this? Good Lord. Okay. So next image, please. Oh, yes. Oh, wait. Gosh darn it. There was one more. Oh, well. Okay. So here we are again. I'm going to start by just outlining this face here to make it very clear where the rock is versus where this face is. Now, this is the same piece of rock that we were looking at previously. It's just now a different angle. And I'm going to do my best to draw the outline again of the rock so that we can see what the ancients wanted us to see easier. And also, it's just kind of fun to take a good close-up look at this image. Like, what the hell? Did I really see all of those faces in this rock? Like, were they really? It's going to be interesting to come back in here and look at this. Oops. And see if those shapes come out again. those images of those faces, because when you look at it from a different angle, a lot of times you would see a different shape or face. Okay, look at the other rock in the background here. Do you see anything interesting, like straight lines, like where maybe rock has been removed in the past? To relief carving, to make it look in this particular way. Okay. So remember, we had a second face too on the right side here. Are you guys watching for that? Okay, I'm gonna bring this down here. Okay, we got some really good light on this here, I would say. Dude, those eyes are crazy looking. You know, I kind of want to redraw this one over here because I want to retain the rock face here because that's where that other face was. So I think this outline becomes very important to me right now. Remember, there was the second chin line. Okay, look right here. This rock is a completely different color to the rock next to it. Let me just draw a line right here. Ch-ch-ch-ch-ching. Look, this rock is a different color. And what do we see? We see two eyes, a nose. He's got some hair going on here. So we have a face. And he's got the ear right there. And yep, that would be a face right there. And then, of course, we have this guy over here. Look, we can see his smile. Look, he's smiling right there. Look at this smile. Okay, this was part of the ear on the other angle, right? Because we had like a little critter here from the other side. We had the other angle was a critter in the smile. I'm not really seeing it right now. But I did see a smile there. So oh, interesting. Look at this line right here for this eye on this side. Super interesting. And then on this side, let me just draw this in like this. That might be a little too abrupt. Let's just gonna kill this right here, right now. And then we got the nose. Why? I don't see any of those faces. Why do I not see any of those faces? Oh, wait, maybe I see one over there. Oh, there's a face. Okay, let's size it down a little here. And where was it? Okay. Yeah, they call me a tripper. You can believe the comments I get. I mean, all right. What is this right here on his forehead? Are you guys seeing this? Right here, it looks like there's some scoop marks, or they could be petals from a flower. I'd like to think they're more petals from a flower or something, but also, look at here, he has this very interesting, right here, look at this. Cha-ching. Oh, and then also, we're also able to see on this side the eyebrow line again. Super big. Again, we can see all these divot marks here from where things were removed above the eye. So do the relief carving. Crap. All right. So there's something real interesting there. So what's on this side then? Okay, here's the eyebrow line right here. On that side. Now, what I was tripping on, is this like a tree? Or is this a flower? Is this scoop marks? Are these chief feathers on a headdress? All these little fingers here. And then there's one right here. It's a chicken. It's a frickin' rooster, maybe. What is it? Oh my god. It's a rooster. I mean, I can't think of what else that would be. Oh. Unless there's a face here and I can't see it. Hold on. Gosh, I'm not seeing it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm really doing my best to. I'm not sure what lines to fill in right now. the eyebrow line was super clear. And you can see how, I feel like you can see how they pecked away at the rock here to make it into this shape. Overall, I'm noticing that, like, there's like right here, there seems to be something. Let me just draw this in right here. Okay. And then again, this is very light color over here. So what we're looking at is like different colors, okay? This is right here versus right here. Versus this rock here. Is this 3 different colors of rock? Is what I'm just seeing here. You know what I'm saying? Like, three different colors of rock right there. And then I'm also noticing here, there's very white rock. There's interestingly a very much a white rock over here too. Look at this. Okay, you can start to see a face here now. Look at the pink color of the rock versus the gray color of the rock. This is like your George Washington face right here. And then look at this shelf. Underneath here, there would have been something underneath here, probably the bones of this person. Yeah, that's a face right there. Look at that. Because you got the ear. Oh man, that's crazy. I gotta just do something with that. That is so amazing. All right, well, this is why this kind of analysis is super important, because when you see a feature like this is huge, you guys. This is 20 feet or 30 feet tall. Like, I don't even know how tall it is. And then to have it be all these multi-dimensional, multi-facial images, and they're mounted on these tops of these mountains, and it's the same thing in Montana. You get to the top of the very tippity top of the mountain, and you see some giant thing, and you're just like, a face. I'm sorry, it's a giant face. Face in time, which is why I started this channel. And of course, I'd seen some video from the Cali in the past, but the stuff that I found in Colorado and Montana is what is going on here? I'm just coming in here on this lighter color rock right here, trying to see if I see something. So again, these eyes would have been done with agates and jewels and quartz crystals in the past, is what I think. And the miners came in and they just cleaned all that out. So all we're left with on these eye features for most of these big faces in time is just empty eye sockets. So this rock was shaped and created, I would say, in this way to be this multi-face experience, so that when you walk up on this, you're like, oh my God, there's another face. And there it is. You'd be like, oh my gosh, here's another face. But then the eye of this one makes the mouth of this one. See, there's two faces on one face. Okay. Almost looks like there's another eye feature here. Okay, let's not forget we had the right here is the starfish. Hello, starfish. What are you doing here? And starfish, I'm pretty sure starfish was an eyeball from that angle. And we could see maybe some continuation of starfish eyeball here so that you would see it from the other angle. Possibly. There's also some interesting shapes on this right side of the face here. I was seeing these earlier and I wasn't sure if I should draw those in, but I always end up drawing them in. And I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense now. Oh, look, there's another face. Oh, look at this line right here. Zoop. It's like a different color too. Right here is very green. Now right here, look at this X. This X right here. This is where the eyeball is. Bam. On this other feature, it's right there where that X is. Look at that. I did not come in here and mark this X, you guys. This thing was this little T shape or whatever you want to call it. This is where the eyeball was, right there. And I think I see the rest of the shape of the eye here. Oh my goodness, there's just all kinds of shapes on this thing. Okay, so let's back out. And I mean, I could be wrong. Let's we're gonna come back to that face. We're still working on this one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just drawing in these existing lines. There's some really interesting lines here. I'm just like drawing them in. I mean, I'm not a fancy artist here or anything, you guys, but there's some really interesting shapes coming in here. And it probably helps. I mean, oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. Unbelievable. And we haven't even looked at that other face yet. There's a whole other face there. So if we say that there's two faces here, then take a look at the different colors of the rock here below our face that we're working on right now, or the multi-facet thing face that we're working on. Look down here. Look down here. I don't know what this shadow is here. Oh, that's Callie. But we have two. Look at the color of the rock here. Let's take a look here. The question is, were these painted in the past? Were these shaped in the past? Were these pecked in here in the past? Were these eye shapes already here? Or am I making this up as I go along? Is this the face and the ear of somebody? Are there multiple faces here? I mean, I'm doing my best to just draw over existing lines, you guys. Like, I don't know exactly what's going on here. But it looks to me like there were some interesting designs here. Like, there's some Picasso level crazy stuff going on here, I think. Okay. Get this down here. Pretty nutty, right? Okay, I'm gonna. Very likely there was some stuff here, but it's just super interesting. I just want to also point out the line here on this: the pink versus the gray rock. All right, we got some significant pink versus gray rock going on here. All right, so if we say that was a face, again, we're looking at the pink rock here versus I did see a line there. I think I see another line right, something like there. Could be a thing. Check. All right, so really interesting that there's different colors of rock up here. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Could this have been a bird right here? Could this be crow? Could there be a bird eye right there? Could all of this be a bird effigy right here? I guess crows have black beaks, don't they? That looks crazy good. And then what do we got right here? What do you guys think? I'm going with it. Let me know what you think in the comments, because this is tripping me out right here. So you can see, like, from miles away, probably, something going on here. Oh, let's come in here like this. Yeah, because the bird would have looked like the hair. And then you get up close and look at that. Look at that. I mean, seriously. It's unfreaking believable, dude. Seriously. I think everybody gets some red hair now. Wow. That is unbelievable, dude. Dang. All right. I mean, it looks like that top eye could probably use some extra. Maybe, but... All right. So... Gosh, you guys. Can you see this other face here? Look, he's looking right at us. Oh, that's creepy AF. Let's see, what color do we have here? I gotta do something with this guy. Hold on. He's tripping me out. Look at these eyes. This eyebrow right here. Look, here's his mouth right here. And his chin's pretty well defined. And look, here's his nose. Right where you'd expect there to be a nose, of course. And all these other lines are just here to make him have a little character. He was probably older. And from far away, you would never even see it. It would just look like, oh, that guy's got a mustache. But really, you get close and it's like, oh, there's a guy there. There's some face. There could be a second face here, too. With an eye right here, and the mouth is right there, and his chin line is made up by the chin line of this other person. Right? This is the level of craziness that I am at, my friends. And if we draw out this line right here, and look at that right there. Look at this. Yep, I'm a complete nutball. Look at that. I just draw over the existing lines and look, there's a face. Hey, look, there's another face. All these lines are already here. Look, there's another face. Look, here's another face. This whole thing is full of faces. No way. Am I really that crazy? Or is that what they did? They just made this whole thing look like faces. This is... Who would have thought? Oh my gosh. Again, oh my gosh. Really? Damn, bros, that's like super abstract. Look at that. Using the shadow of the rock, I'm pretty sure. That is complete nutball. But considering what we've already seen so far, I'm not saying that's outside of the realm of possibility for what there is on there. Could be another elephant. Okay. So, I'm officially going over to this other rock now. If somebody has been waiting all this time to have me analyze this rock on this other side, I apologize for it taking so long, other than my initial analysis, which was very interesting. Can we just, again, I'm going to point out this different colors of the paint pigment on the rock here. So we have gray versus pink rock right here. All of this is gray versus pink rock. And we're going to look at the angles of this person's chin right here. And we're going to take a look at the overall outline of the head. which is important to take a look at. We're also going to take a look at this line in the rock right here. And we're going to take a look at this depression in the rock right here, which is, I believe, the nose. Okay, so right away we can see the difference of the color of the rock here. So we see we have the pink on this side right here, and then we have the gray rock over here, which I'm just going to point out there's probably somebody right here. And then the eye, I was really wanting to put the eye right where that X is right there, but if we zoom in here, I think we see the eye. Man, it's super pixelated. Let me see how big that is, but let's say also there's all these jaggedy things right here. We also have this pink line versus like all this thing right here. Look at this right here. What is all that about? Like 2 different colors of rock. This cannot be coinkydink. We also have this line right here going down. And we have all these other lines right here. I'm going to just darken these in right now because they're clearly here for some reason, and it may become apparent. I was trying to make the eye, though, wasn't I? We're going to have to see what this looks like. It's not looking too bad, is it? Let's just bring this down a little bit. Okay, let's see here. What do we got here? Definitely got something going on right here. Could have been a female. This hairline, though, it does look like it's receding, and I don't know if they got like something on the forehead here. Okay, what is this? Okay, so there's some sort of an image here on the forehead. There's white, there's black, there's gray, there's red, I think. Look at these lines here. There's some real interesting lines. There could be some faces here, actually. Look at this. There could be somebody right here. Could be somebody else over here. Look at these guys right here. Interesting. Yep, I think that's somebody right there. Yeah, we got somebody else here too. His little face is sticking out of his helmet. Yeah, it looks like the ear's probably covered up by the hair. There is some sort of a feature here. Could be this is representing his ear coming down. Oh, look at this rock line right here. That line was already there. I'm also going to note there's another line here. A little bit lighter. Let's bring that in and see what that looks like. Okay, that looks all right. Definitely looks like there's somebody here. Some sort of an image right here. I'm not sure why they would put an image right there, but it does look like there's an effigy of something. What's really fascinating, and I'm just going to point out again, is the different colors of rock on this face on the right side. I did not color this rock. I did not make these different colors of the rock. This is gray on this side. It's pink over here. And there's some white on the top here on this hat, whatever's going on with this guy's hat. It could be that's just his hair from a different color angle. I mean, it could be it's the gray. And we're just getting different lighting. That would make sense if he's got a receding hairline, right? Like I could add some gray in here. What do you think? Should I add some gray? Oops. What did I do? Yeah, that looks right, doesn't it? It almost looks like George Washington. What do you think? We got old Thomas J looking off here to the left. Okay. Look at that. Oh, that is so cool, dude. The bird's wings over the top of the head. Oh, man. That is so cool. Do you guys see that? The bird's wings are over the top of this guy's head. Oops. I mean, how amazing must this have looked back in the day when it was new and hadn't been hit with erosion. All the paint was fresh, and the artist that did it was standing there proud of their accomplishment, their epic accomplishment. I mean, look at this masterpiece. This is absolutely a masterpiece of design, of engineering, of cooperation. Like, no, there was not one person that did this. This had to have been a whole bunch of people. I mean, the thought that went into these things. If you've gotten this far and you want a good book recommendation, then I'm going to tell you about James Gaskin's book about the rock effigies of the High Plains Hunters, I believe is the name of the book that he wrote. And he shows in there about how the multi-faced, there's like in one little handheld rock, they would chip the rock away and it would make all these different effigies. And they would have birds and owls, and I guess an owl's a bird, but you know what I'm saying. They'd have like a wolf and bunny rabbit and all kinds of things. Look at this guy's face right here. His nose. Oh, look at this guy. I must have messed with his mouth earlier and didn't see the rest of him. Oh, he's got a real interesting hairstyle. Look, here's his ear. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Very subtle. Very subtle. What's left here is just very, very subtle. And a lot of times you have to look for the eye. I look for the eyes. Okay. And the eyes have often a very interesting style to them, which is kind of cartoonish, to be honest. A lot of times. And I'm not sure why that is. There's all kinds of interesting things going on over here. Is this a sheep or something? I'm not sure what that is. Look at the color of the rock. Look at the color of the rock right here. It's two different colors. It's pink versus gray rock right there. Okay. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. It's some sort of an animal or a bear or something. I don't know what it is. What is it? Yeah, I'm not sure. But that pink versus gray rock thing, there's totally something there. All right, look at this guy over here. Get this right here. Different colors of rock. It's like a kitty cat or an owl or something right there. How about this guy? You know, if it wasn't for all of these other giant faces having all these other little tiny faces on them and having all these multi-angle faces, that I wouldn't think that all these tiny ones are actually there lower here. But now that we've seen all of these different faces with all these different angles, then we can really begin to understand what's going on here. There's just, and you start to see all the other faces. All right, well, I think I'm done, you guys. Thank you so much for, if there's anybody listening. My phone died, so I can't tell if anybody's listening. But peace and love to you all again. I'm grateful for your open mind. And I hope that if you did watch this, then maybe your mind has been expanded a little bit. And when you go out into the world now, you can see different things. You can look through my eyes and ask, you can always see like what is out there. Question your reality, like what you're seeing in the environment. Look at it and be like, is there something going on here that I didn't see before? You could be in the same place where you've been all your life. You could be living there your whole life, and then all of a sudden now you see what I see. You see what is happening with these faces, and then you just, your eyes are open. It's what it was for me, and it could be the same for you. And so peace and love to you, my friends, again in lak'ech. I am another version of you. I see you as another version of myself in lak'ech.